Good morning. Hey, Reap. Thank you for the luck. Much appreciated. Finally. I'm just gonna quickly go into the main menu before the cutscene starts to play. Hey. Stop it, game. I didn't do anything yet. Good? Cool. I love this game. I absolutely love it to bits. And that's why I really want to play it on stream. And so this is going to be the game that we're probably going to spend the longest time with I ever did with a game on stream. But yeah, I haven't played this in, I think, 5 years. And I thought, you know what? Before I play this myself again, let's just share it. Because this game is underappreciated. So underappreciated. And I cannot let that stand. This game will require me to read a lot. A lot. So that will go well. Alright. You know what? Because you're here, you get to choose the name. You know what? I think that sounds fair. But yeah, and since this game doesn't have voice acting, and neither do the two prequels to it, prepare yourself for horrible mispronunciations throughout the entire thing. You have been warned. But I'm gonna use it as something to increase my English speaking skill and reading skill, I think. I think that can be nice. Me every time. Well, you don't have the excuse that I have, because I'm not a native speaker. So, ha. But yeah, without further ado, let's start Bubsy's adventure. Jesus Christ. Is this name okay? No. Alright, here we go. Do I read the intro? Oh, fuck it. Long ago, the ancient... Okay, this isn't going great. It'll be fine. I have a big brain. I think we got this. I'm not reading the intro. Everything that's scrollable text I will not read because I'm terrible at keeping up in a loud voice. So enjoy the intro and the beautiful soundtrack. But yes. Essentially, this is just going to sum up the first two games. Because this is essentially a sequel to Golden Sun 1 and 2. But that doesn't matter, because this is the first game of the series I played. And, you know, aside from maybe not getting some of the story beats here and there, or some of the references to old characters, perfectly fine. You can just start with it right away. Doesn't make a difference. So, but this is going to spoil 1 and 2, so, you know. Which you can play right now on the NSO thing, I think. They are on the GBA. The GBA Nintendo Switch thingy, which is quite cool. I played both of them. Personally, not a big fan of either of 1 and 2. Probably because I'm used to this. Which just has a lot more quality of life stuff added to it, which makes it quite nice. Okay. Maybe in the distant future I'll give 1 and 2 another try. On my own though. Yeah. Hey, the title has been dropped. Fantastic. This is one of those games where I remember going out with my mom to buy it because I saw it somewhere on like back then the DS games had their like little manuals still, And they also always had like a little additional piece of paper which had like similar games, kind of like game recommendations to it. And I saw it on there and was like, that looks cool, I want that. And then we got it. And I think we were driving to my grandma. So for the entire day, I just had the manual for the game and read through it over and over again until I finally got home and got to play it. This is one of those memories that stuck in my head. And I like to remember. Good old times. Alright. It's been 30 years since the Golden Sun event over Weyard. The world was saved and changed. 8 heroes took part in the quest to light the elemental lighthouses. 4 of these brave warriors were from the town of Vale. Warriors of Vale, as they were known throughout Weyard, are praised and blamed for their efforts. They had long lived... I can't read today, Jesus. At the foot of... Oh god. Yeah, this is... Reading scrolling text isn't one of my strong suits. At least the nice thing is I don't think there's any more text that is like that. So I can just take my time and it's going to be nice. And I also forgot how long the intro cutscene is. Anything but pride. Yeah. There's something else I wanted to say. Oh yeah, this is one of, so the reason I played this game so many times is because every time I'm ill, I actually play this game. Because it's such a nice game to play while being sick, because it's somehow very chill. And you can play it with the touchscreen only, which I think is a great, is actually great. Because it doesn't force you to do it, you can, but you don't have to. So, choices.
Look at me being the most bestest guy ever.
Good morning, teacher. Welcome in. How are you doing? I hope you had a good Saturday. And just out of curiosity, do you also have to deal with snow now? Because we do. And it's upsetting. This is not Mario. Yeah, as I said. Probably won't be playing Mario today. I'll continue with Mario next week, though. No snow here. That's good. Yeah, this is the... It's fantastic because it's going to snow the entire day, and I'm gonna have to drive to work tomorrow. And if you remember, yesterday I said, well, driving to work on Mondays and Fridays is fine, as long as there isn't snow. Karma, I guess. Hey, we made it through the intro. The Saturday was alright, how about you? Yeah, it was fine. Quite chill. I spent about 2 hours figuring out how to add 2 VODs together. But I made it. It worked. You actually jinxed that. Yeah, but I didn't... I thought jinxing only works in games and not IRL. Alright. What a relief to have that journey behind us. Let's just drop our packs here, son. You're getting stronger. That will serve you well, since life here at our cabin isn't easy. Alright, so this is a interesting little feature where the game gives you these... Shut up. where the game gives you these underlined things, and it kind of acts as like an encyclopedia. Pronouncing that right, hopefully. So you can just get additional information, but we don't care about that. But that's enough work for a day. Let's call it a day. Also, our little protagonist here, he's silent. Of course he is. The view of Mount Aleph? Today is spectacular. What a shame things can't always stay like this. I will click on the encyclopedia things, so if you want to read it you can. I won't. The explosive Golden Sun event all those years ago brought the life-giving power of alchemy back to the world. We were the ones who saved our world from destruction by doing so, but the Golden Sun also brought chaos. I love how he's just repeating the scrolling text we just saw. That's great. Though our world has been reborn, people are desperate, and they're driven to fight like animals. And while civilization is ruled by chaos, the land is rocked by eruptions that explode outward from the mountain. Silent protagonist always. What's an RPG without a silent protagonist, really? All of our continent of Angara, even all of Weyard itself, has changed so violently. I fear I know why. All this chaos comes from the emergence of alchemy. The key to understanding alchemy is the mountain, with the place where it all began, Soul Sanctum. It's a funny thing about the silent protagonist thing. So in Golden Sun 1, he, like Isaac, is the protagonist. And he's silent in that one. But then in Golden Sun 2, if I remember correctly, I hope I don't misremember that, you play a different protagonist, and then Isaac joins the party at some point, and he's no longer silent. You know, have mercy on us, or give us some sign what we must do next to save our world from chaos. Oh, there you go again, Isaac. Wise one this, wise one that. That's one of the other party members from 1 and 2. I also just realized you cannot see my cursor on the screen. So pointing out at things won't necessarily work. Anyway, look, wringing our hands and invoking the name of that godlike hunk of rock isn't going to help matters any. We did what you had to do to save Weyard. We released alchemy. Now it's sheer force out of control. I know, Garrett. That's why we must learn more about the synergy vortexes. So synergy is essentially magic. These vortexes have come to wake up the Golden Sun event, and they are tied to the deadly morning moon. Fortunately, our old friend Ivan has made a whole lot easier by building us the Soar Wing. And some of these things have little pictures on it, which is kind of nice. Then we can quickly fly in search of synergy vortexes as they pop up around the Vale area. Most importantly, we can fly over the impressive terrain around the mountain to reach Soul Sanctum. One of the wise one is even in Soul Sanctum anymore, given all the eruptions nearby. Then again, he's not flesh and blood like us, or maybe it doesn't even bother him. Yeah, so the wise one, I don't know if it showed a drawing. What's the past tense of show? It's all about reason we should take soaring lessons from Karis. Karis? But it is essentially just a rock with an eye in it. He's every bit as disciplined as a father, so we could be in better hands. Oh boy, here we go. Showed? It sounds wrong. I don't know what it is. Get off the roof, Tyrell. Let me know before anyone knows it, Kairos. Don't be stupid, Tyrell. It's slippery up here from last night's storm. Oh, you can fall for all I care, but don't break the Soar Wing. Don't be so uptight, Kairos. I've got it under control. That son of mine. Thanks, game, for the tutorial. Yes, so this is all we can do as silent protagonists, is just, respond with emotions that we think might fit to the situations. And honestly, like half of the time, the response you're trying to give or invoke, the game just misunderstands it somehow. Shown for passive? I'm confused. English is a broken language. Let's just put it that. That fool son of mine has taken out Ivan's sawing. So if I now say I'm angry about that. See? The game thinks I was angry at him, but I wasn't. Don't snap at me. You're supposed to keep my son in line. We've got to get that sawing from Tyrell before he breaks it. Oh my god, we get to move. So this is the cool thing about this game. I can either play it with classic controls, or I can just use the touchscreen. Which gives me this little nice circle. Which is really nice. And I kind of like playing like that, actually. Just a lot more comfortable. Also, can my bitrate, like, increase beyond 1000? That'd be great. What the fuck are you doing? Thank you. What is happening? Internet, please. It's probably the snow outside, if I'd have to guess. You're a sensible kid. If you can't stop that blockhead. Oh, fuck. This isn't looking good. Yeah, we're dropping to 0 on a regular basis now. Come on, what's going on today? Who is taking up my internet? I'm a tad bit upset by that. Yo, Smith! Hi, good morning. It's been a while. How have you been? Seems smooth to me. Okay, that's good. Yeah, it is steady. That it is, but it's just like the bitrate's very low, which is weird to me. Okay. Maybe someone's downloading something in the living room. That's good. Not too bad. How are you? I'm doing fine, mostly. Good job, T-Check. Yeah. It's snowing outside, which is a bit not great, but other than that, could be worse. You try, T-Check. Oh, dear. Get over there. Take Tyrell down. Let's be happy about it. We're doing it. Can't be happy-go-lucky all the time like this. But I'm trying to be happy-go-lucky all the time. It's kind of my thing. Don't come any closer. I told Kairos that I only wanted to take out the soul wing out for a quick spin, but she wouldn't let me. I'm actually coming to visit Land of YouTube, lovely, in winter. Woo! Oh, where are you heading? What kind of region? Do you already know, or is it still in planning phase? Steam would love the snow. She would love the snow. Now it's raining though. Looks more like rain. She was concerned for your safety, Tyrell. Flying without proper instruction is too dangerous. Even a wind adept who needs special training to fly a sword wing. You can't possibly pilot it yet. Come on, how hard can it be? I mean, you just jump into the air and act like a bird. What? That's bird brain. Wow, that word is harder to pronounce than I thought. Bird brain, son. You're going to drop like a rock into the valley below. You're wrong. You just don't have any faith in me, Dad. Dear. I'm fed up with people not taking me serious. This is going to do it. There must be something we can do to stop him. Düsseldorf, Bonn, and Cologne. Ah. That sounds good. Very Rhineland of you. Bonn and Cologne. Bonn especially. I like Bonn. Bonn's a really nice city. It's been there like once for a week, but it was pretty good. Definitely want to go there at some point again, but probably more during the summer. Not scared at all. If you take it off, you won't be able to return here to the plateau. Well, he's an idiot, that's confirmed. Now he gets it. You need to be a very typical Christmas tourist. Hey, that's fine. Pretty sure these places are nice during Christmas as well. You don't have the synergy to maintain altitude. But Dad and Isaac have the power to fly it. They're extremely skilled adepts, that's why. An apprentice just like me. But I'm a wind adept, I'm already used to controlling the wind. Ah, it's true, I'm jumping lower. Yeah, he's not smart. What a disaster. Tyrell won't last long down there in the forest. It's too dangerous. Hey, Lise! Obviously, England is a tiny certificate would expect every other countries to sit close together like us. Never been to Bonn, but I love Düsseldorf and Cologne over the last years. Bonn is really nice. I think like out of those three, Bonn is probably the one I prefer the most. Maybe because it is a bit smaller, I think, as well. It's just more comfortable. I like the bit quieter places anyway. It's more my thing. So what reaction do we give him? Clearly we're happy about it. Always on top of things, aren't you? Right, only the forest is dangerous. Anyway, Lise, hi, how are you doing? How has your day been? I'm guessing you're getting ready to go to work at the moment. I've got it, you can fly over the forest valley. You can land at that cave. It's the only shot at surviving. I better tell him quickly. I'm walking to work, actually. Ah! Well, that means you probably have a lot better weather than we do. You're already too low, you can't make it up here. Yeah, you're right, what can I do? Fly to the far side of the forest, there's a small peak there. I hope you're right about this. This is no time to doubt yourself. You said you could fly, so fly. Fly to the cave, then take cover. We'll get you as soon as we can. You got this. Just go already, don't waste another second, Tyrell. You'll come and find me, promise? You're my son, I won't leave you to the wolves. Now get going. England has gone very cold again after a few days of lovely mud. I think that's the weather we're getting now. Because, again, snow and now rain. So, yeah, you're always kind of at the forefront of the weather we're getting. But yeah, honestly, I could have done without 0 degrees in March. Not a big fan. It's the false promise of spring, well, absolutely is. I cannot wait for like super cold temperatures in like mid-April. Believes in him too, you should too. Looks like it might rain and I don't wear a coat with a hood, so I'm power walking. I need t-shirt and dress sweater now. Yeah, I do. I want it to be warm again. I hate the cold. I'm worried about my father's saw wing. It's incredibly difficult to make them. We know how valuable a saw wing is, but and I was responsible for Tyrell too. If only I kept better watch over the saw wing. Nonsense. My son is always acting like a fool. You're not to blame. Garrett, we should take them along. Can't be serious. They're just kids. I think, if I remember correctly, they're like 17 in this game. April's very inconsistent. They ran to brave the forest below to help Tyrell. They have every reason to let us take care of this, but they want to help. That's what we've been training our children for, assuming their duty to look after the world. Well, no offense to the kids, but they're going to slow us down. Terrell's alone down there. Yeah. We got this! We have April showers, which usually shows up bank holiday and weekends. Ah, yes. Terrible weather on weekends and holidays only. That's my favorite. So that's actually happening right now. And looking at the weather forecast, on Friday, where we have a holiday, it's going to be raining again. I hate it. Head inside the cabin, gear up, and meet us at the bridge to the east. That Golden Sun for the GBA when I was a kid. It was too long ago, I can't remember it. Yeah, I played the GBA games once. But this is the first Golden Sun game I ever played. And I love it to bits. And I'm actually not too big of a fan of the GBA ones because they are very, very cryptic at some points. Whereas this is a lot more straightforward, and I kind of like that. And I also think you can start with this game if you want to. You don't need to play 1 and 2 first. Isaac asked me to give me something for you. Got the leather cap. Bang, shouted it could be wrong. Let me help you put that on. Yeah, Okay, so the game can be very hand-holdy at times, though, because I can't control this menu. The game does it for me now. Now find the rest of your gear. Yeah. One more thing, you should save your progress in the travel log. Yes. I know how to do it, game. Yes. Isaac's very important to save frequently. Yeah, believe me, I know that. I have made my fair share of experiences with not saving enough, and I forgot it's Jesus Day. So all the bays in town are going crazy. I guess it's the first time I have heard someone refer to Sunday as Jesus Day. I actually kind of like that. But yeah. Our bells go crazy most days, honestly. Like every Friday at 11, we get like 5 minutes of constant bell ringing from our church. And the church is like, I want to say like 30 seconds walk away from me. So it is very loud. Which means I always needed to make sure that my window is closed when I was working from home. And I had deaf meeting because it's always at 11. It's a city, but basically the size of a town. Where I fight the Welsh back in the day, so we got city status as a thanks. Amazing. What do you mean? Oh, I forgot. Oh, there's something upstairs. Yay. Okay, for menu navigation, controller probably works a lot better. So I'm gonna stick to that for a while. Great, you're ready. Let's meet up with Gary and your father. Do you remember where to meet them? Yes. Okay. And lead the way. At least from the city cabin. Hey! Party member. We're about up 8 miles from the Welsh border. There are old ancient walls around the city. We're supposed to keep them out. I just found a bit of... Like, I think local history sometimes is like the most fun thing to know about. It's a bit of a shame. I think we did learn about like local history in elementary school, but it's so long ago that I can't remember anything. Although no, we still have a castle ruin, and by castle ruin, it's literally a wall that's left. Now those two should no problem making their way down from the plateau by themselves. And we'll follow at a distance. Yes, I get your plan, Isaac, but this has got me worried. Don't be. It's a great chance for them to see them in action, as long as they don't get in over their heads. No way, too dangerous. That's a bad plan. They have to learn how to handle themselves. This isn't some practice session. I mean, by definition, this is the tutorial, so this is a practice session. Now waiting for what's happening in the forest. Tyrell made it to the far side of the woods. He's taking shelter. Fine, you win. So do I have your word that we'll let them handle their own battles? North Wales, because... Well, North Wales shall the worst. About an hour from some South Wales. I'm very educated who sucks. That was interesting. Just did a beeline, sort of, apparently. Right, I must go and entertain Mr. Smears. Well, Smears, enjoy your Sunday, and hopefully speak to you soon. Have a good day. I do love Wales, though. Very nice, friendly people. It's a really pretty country. Maybe one day I actually have the money to go on like a Europe tour and just see a bunch of different places. I think that'd be really cool. I'd love to do that. Yes, we're yes, we're eavesdropping. Jesus Christ. Don't look so shocked. That's the only way to find out anything around here. We caught everything. They're playing something for us, right? Oh, I'm content with that. I wouldn't be so carefree if I were you. That's why they're scheming behind our backs. Just strategizing, that's all. We've decided to let you fight your own battles as we descend from the plateau. Suppose you want an explanation? Not really, I'm fine with that. I believe there's a great opportunity for you to grow a little. Cool. Nice. But yeah, there are a bunch of places I'd like to go. And for the path that's on the takes us to Tyrell, which is this one? Yes. And because like Wales sounds beautiful. And sounds wonderful. I'd also love to... Apparently Slovenia is supposed to be like really pretty as well when it comes to nature and hiking and stuff, so I'd love to do that as well at some point. Monsters are nearby, I can feel it in my bones. Stay on your guard. You're on your own against the critters on the Goma Plateau. You ready for this? I am ready. I think that's really small, just real... Within 6 hours of every major city. That is... Yeah. The world's sometimes a smaller place than we think. How long does it take me from here to Berlin? I think it takes me about 10-ish hours, depending on what mode of transportation I choose. Which is a lot. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna skip over tutorial dialogue, mostly, because there's no point in reading through that. So one nice thing about this game is, if I press the A button during fights, or tap the touch screen, it speeds up the battle, which is really nice. Also, I'll maybe go about this now. Standard RPG stuff. You can defend, you can attack, or you can use synergy, which is magic. The little eye thingy on the very right shows how many targets something can hit. That's it. The weapons have the ability to crit. Some weapons can be leveled up by using them enough, and they unlock special abilities that can trigger on random when you just normal attack. Hold on, good thinking. Yeah, it's almost like I know what I'm doing, man. If I drove 10 hours, I'd be in the sea. Unless you drive 10 hours, but in a circle. Wait, he put the block in there. That's a bit rude. So Test, can you believe this? You're both terrible putting that in our way on purpose. I mean, I'm a bit upset. Be happy, would have given you a hard time if you hadn't figured it out. Okay, shove the rug out the way, just in case. Let's take a quick look at how to activate synergy. This tutorial section is very hand-holdy, and I don't like it. This is probably my least favorite part of the game. Oh my days! Yes, you can quick assign synergy, which is cool. Move it. There you go. The synergy you currently wield should cover your needs right now. Synergy can be used in a variety of ways, so just keep your eyes open for opportunities to use it. Now, you may be worried that you'll run out of synergy points if you use synergy while traveling. Your PP will replenish naturally while walking, yes. This is a nice thing. There's a magic system that replenishes itself, at least while you are in areas that contain monsters, so not within towns. Which also means I have infinite healing on my hands. We have an apple painting workshop at work today. That sounds cool. Your workplace sounds really fun, Lise, honestly. Yeah, so these stones are like a one-time use. Yay. Oh, can you, like, not die? That'd be great. An apple plate. Oh! Yeah, wait, do you mean painting on an apple or painting an apple? The first one makes a lot more sense. Painting on apples. That makes more sense. I don't know. It's still cool. I love creative work. You've managed to the bottom of the Goma Plateau. Good work. So happy I got that right. Well, my brain isn't on full power mode today. But we haven't reached Tyrell yet. That cave Tyrell flew is still a hike away. I thought we would reach the cave long before it got dark, but now we're in for trouble. I never intended on taking kids to the Tanglewood. We've never been in the forest at night either. But now we have to find Tyrell, so let's press onward. Anyway, guys, thanks for keeping me company on my way. Lise, thank you very much for dropping by. I hope you have a wonderful day at work. And hopefully speak to you very soon. Have a nice day. I don't like the looks of this. Oh boy, I hope you are ready for more tutorials. Yeah, nightfall, not good. The monsters that come out at dark will be on the prowl. This will make things more difficult for us. We're fine. I'd be more worried if I were you. This place looks dangerous. They'd better keep the distance. I wouldn't want to... They wouldn't want to mess with me and you, Isaac. I'm not sure what to do about the kids at this point. I will refuse to say his name, by the way. Just throwing that out here. Well, I can't just leave them behind, Isaac. Of course not, but they can't go ahead of us either. Monsters will sense that they're easier prey. Easier prey? Oh no, should we be worried? We're fine! A little overconfident, aren't you? But I guess that doesn't hurt, since your dad and I are here. Well then, tough times call for tough measures. We'll lend them some Djinn. Now here's our main gameplay mechanic. Only until we find Tyrell, however. We're very attached to our Djinn, of course. You were planning this all along, weren't you? Can let us borrow some Djinn for a little while? Using Djinn to battle will make us much more powerful. Do you remember how to use Djinn? I do. Good, but we can never be too careful. Don't give me the option to deny a tutorial and then force me through it anyway. God damn it. We should have one of our Djinn explaining things. I'll have Flint explain it to you, just as he did when we first met him, at the start of our very first quest. Aye. Oh, Isaac, you want me to explain how Djinn work? You've got it. Well, at least this is a cute tutorial now. Hello. Hello, Karis. I am one of Isaac's Venus Djinn. My name is Flint. I've known Isaac since the day he left his hometown, Vale. We don't have time for reminiscing, Flint. Please, just a primer on Djinn. Always in such a hurry. Okay then, short and sweet. This is a cute tutorial. I like this. We're Djinn are nature spirits. There are 4 types of us. Venus, Mercury, Mars, and Jupiter. Or Earth, Water, Fire, and Wind. You know, like Avatar. Though I guess Jupiter could also be lightning. Yeah, kind of. Close enough. We spend the 4 elements. Venus... Cool. When you set Djinn to someone, their class may change. In this example, the 2 Djinn make him a brute. Yes, so it changes our stats and gives us different abilities. This arrow now points to a totally useless direction. And that Djinn holder's stats such as HP, synergy points may change as well. Change the class can give you new synergy while cutting others' synergy. Experiment with classes to access new powers. Each Djinn has their own unique power. Throw a Djinn into battle and it will help you fight. Now watch how you do this. Yeah, I can't do stuff here. This is just happening now. After a Djinn fights, it goes into standby. The class and synergies it helped grant are lost until it returns to set status. Distribute your Djinn around the party and experiment with various combinations to see how they benefit each warrior. You can't pile us all on one person. We like to be shared around the whole party, so everyone benefits. Yes, they need to be evenly distributed, essentially. As I said, Djinn go to standby after battling. You can also assign the status in the Djinn menu, so why is standby useful? Because standby Djinn can summon powerful spirits into battle. Anyone in your party can draw upon the pool of all Djinn currently in standby. Now watch how to summon a spirit. Summon option. I'm just gonna let this play fully through. Every time we see a summon for the first time, I will let it play out completely. After that, I will skip the cutscenes. I think that's a good way of doing it. 5 music steps. The music in this game is really good. Djinn rest after summoning. When done, they return to set status, restoring any class and stat changes on their holders. Did you understand everything I said about the benefits? Set legends. Yes, I understood it all. Worst case scenario, I'll explain it again. Because this is actually kind of what makes this game fun and is the game's unique mechanic. It's using the Djinns and using the summons and managing all of that stuff, and I love it. Boop. Okay, let's divvy up the Djinn. Remember what Flint said about dividing them up evenly? Yes. Dividing. Talking. Good, because learning how to set Djinn is crucial. Yeah. That takes care of dividing up our Djinn. Back when we started out, I had only one Djinn. Think you two are ready to borrow 6? Yes. Easy. It's the time we talked about who should lead us through the Tanglewoods. Oh god. I know you said he should lead, but I'm having my doubts. I don't think he's ready. Are you doubting my abilities as a JRPG protagonist? How rude. Leading people into battle is never easy, kids. Back in the old days, Isaacs and Felix. Yeah, so Felix is the protagonist in 2. Or at least is. And you know, that it's never been the easiest guy to get along. We've always managed to set aside our differences. We're a great team, especially in battle. Wow. What's on your mind, Azay? Looks like something caught your eye. What's on your mind? I can usually read him like a book. Even if it's a thick book half the time. Yes, thick book, funny. Now, if we're done talking, I had a thought. He will continue leading, of course. Just brilliant. We're back where we started. Stop. He'll lead, but we'll help out in battle. My son isn't ready to order his regiments around. I mean, I can. I could. Why so happy? You just said you're not ready to lead them yet. Just listen. Garrett and I will only assist you in battle if you really need help. But you'll still only guide carriers in battle. Okay. Yeah, so they essentially act as like NPCs in battle now, where they do their own stuff. While we kind of do our stuff. Can we get moving? Okay. I'd like to get out of the tutorial in today's stream. That'd be great. Alright, so now we have Fireball, and I definitively want to set that. Because we'll need it. Right, so on the bottom screen we have our little map, which is really nice. Because it does help quite a lot. Try using a... We don't need Djinns. Like, while Djinns and Summons are a really cool mechanic, in normal standard battle, in like normal enemy encounters, normal attacks just do the trick. There's no need to navigate menus. And especially later down the line, when weapons get to have individual abilities, those abilities are usually really, really strong. To a point where I wish they weren't as strong as they are. However, when it comes to boss fights, that's where Djinns and Summons really become useful. Or when you're up against, like, a big group of enemies, like 5 or 6 enemies. At that point, yeah, you kind of want to use Djinns and Summons just to get rid of them quickly. That scared me. Because I think they're all single target. Yeah, they are. And Fireball is also single target, so... However, Whirlwind, for example, so we can also use Synergy. And because magic, like, mana restores while we walk, you can use it in battle without any repercussions. But use weapons down below. Not really. You get weapons. Wait, I can actually show this, I think. So if we check the weapon we have right now. There. So you see the weapon skill is full, which means the weapon is completely leveled. And we have the ability to do critical strike. And later weapons we find get more skills, and these skills are more powerful. This is kind of the idea. And just because navigating through menus takes longer than just spamming the A button. How did you do that? You burned up most of those routes with only one fireball. I've had a strange suspicion ever since we entered this area. Well, something isn't right. There's no way he could do so much damage with Fireball Synergy. That is true. You're talented, but you shouldn't be able to do that much damage yet. I suppose he knew something would happen. I knew something would happen indeed. Who cares how he knew to use Synergy? All I want to know is how it works so well. Pure skill. The sinister gas is here. The lack of bright starlight. The Tanglewood is at its worst now. Evil influences are seeping into the Tanglewood, transforming the forest into a place of corruption. Tanglewood earns its name from the way its evil energy tangles up reality with illusion. People say those with pure hearts can see through all this corruption. I think it's more likely that pure fire easily burns the impure trees. I like his reasoning. Skill issue, positive. Exactly. Possibly, then again. Another theory. I see a treasure chest and I want that. We need more than a maybe. Negative energy is drawn to dark places. So the mysterious energy in this forest is drawn to the darkness and shies away from the light. Negative energy is drawn to darkness, then it must have a weakness to light. And fire is light. But there's more. Negative energy draws to the cold. Ah, okay. Yeah. Monsters lured here by the cold and dark, vulnerable to light and fire. Got it. Yep. Light and fire. These spots are... It's almost like I know what I'm doing. Give me that. Yeah. Right. So this game also throws a lot of consumable items your way. Not just in the form of, like, healing herbs. But also combat items that essentially act the same way as a synergy spell would do. which can be quite useful. However, I'm a hoarder, so I like never use those. I'm going to try to change that a bit. I'm gonna try to like actually actively use some of those consumable items, because there's never a point in the game where you need them. I'm also a big fan how the monsters here just attack our NPCs that we don't need to take care of. Because I'm pretty sure they cannot die. If they can, that'd be weird. Okay, go on down here. Boop. I like the cute 2D fire effects. They're nice. You also get these little, like, jump puzzles, because you can only jump to something that's just 1 block wide. Which is also why I love this game, and Gold Sun in general, because it puts a bit more emphasis on, you know, some overworld puzzles, or rather some dungeon puzzles. And thanks to the synergy mechanic itself, they get to be a lot more complex than stuff in like Dragon Quest can be. Which is very nice. Why are you shielding me? Oh well. Well, the cool thing is, when they use Djinn... I can show this. Right. So you can see there's like in the bottom screen, there's like a 2 next to the red dot, which means 2 Mars Djinns or Fire Djinn are on standby that I can now use for summons. And because they're NPCs, they don't reset them to themselves. Which means my time with the tutorial boss just got a lot easier. There we go. That towards me. And then we can use growth on that. At last, the cave. And there's the saw wing. That's alright. So I'm betting Tyrell landed up there, then climbed inside. He crashed her saw wing. It's broken, the wing is totally destroyed. It won't be flying anytime soon. What have you done, Tyrell? It could have been much worse, my friend. You think so? Absolutely. We still have our children alive and well. Tyrell is nearby, Garrett. I'm sure of it. Thank the fates. At least he made it. But we still need to find him quickly. Lead us into the cave. We shall do. Oh! I nearly didn't see that, right? Out of pure muscle memory, I nearly gave those points to T-Check. Which I guess he wouldn't have an issue with. Also something that's very nice, the dungeon maps in this game are actually pretty good and useful. Especially compared to Dragon Quest. Oh my god, Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest dungeon maps are horrid. Alright. Now we have 3 Master on standby, which is amazing, because that means I get to absolutely cheese the boss. Tyrell, can you hear me? Shout if you can hear us, son. He said he isn't in danger. Are you sure? Don't panic, Garrett. I feel his life force. Tyrell is somewhere nearby. It might be a bit dark in here. It's too dark. It's so dark we can't see anything. Something isn't quite right here. At least one time... At one time, this was a Synergy Stone mine, yet we have seen so few crystals. Chalk it up to yet some more odd phenomenon. We need to investigate. That is, if we ever find Tyrell. Throw a fireball or two. Okay, Garrett, light up this place. Ah. Solving problems with violence. Perfect. A Synergy Vortex. Yeah, it's just about the biggest Synergy Vortex we've seen in a while. What is it doing here? I have no idea, but be careful. Few things are as dangerous to adults as Synergy Vortexes. I've never seen one up this close. Never seen one up close. These vortexes suck in any synergy that comes in reach, right? Yes, let's hurry onward. We need to find Tyrell. Found him. Look over there. He lost conscious because the vortex pulled the synergy out of him. What are you thinking? Why would you send Tyrell to a place with vortexes? Pretty sure he didn't know. They've never appeared inside this cave before. Not in all these years. You can't bet. Had we known about this, we would have never told my son to come here. Alright, quickly. We must go armed with knowledge. The vortexes are pure anti-synergy created by exceptionally dense concentrations of synergy. This relates to all the synergy stones that have gone missing in this mine. Another theory is that vortexes which appear in many places merely foreshadow something worse. And that's the reappearance of the morning moon. A single vortex of immense magnitude. Either way, the elemental lighthouses that trigger the golden sun are at the heart of the problem. So our old friend Kraden. Oh, we will get to know Kraden, and we will... And I don't like him. He's a scholar of ancient alchemy. His theory is probably right. Okay, consider us armed with information. Now let's get and help Tyrell. Of course, Gary. Yeah. One of those corrupted plants or entanglements is growing next to the vortex. Yeah. We'll get him. Don't you worry. But yeah. So these vortexes are like something that is new to this game. They did not appear in 1 and 2. Kind of like a new threat to add to the world. Alright, let's do the smart thing and actually save for once. So much for you should save a lot. Oh no! Tangle Bloom appeared. It's the tutorial boss! That we're now going to absolutely cheese. Because obviously it's a plant. Ow. And, plants are weak to fire, so... How about we have a little fun? Time for Meteor. Yeah, the summoning cutscenes might look a bit off because of the way the screens are placed. I do apologize for that. There's only so much I can do with this layout. Dead. So yeah, safe to say summons aren't the most balanced thing in the world. They are. GG, thank you. They can be used to cheese quite a good amount of content. I won't do it all the time because it's boring, but it's very fun to do the tutorial boss. Tyrell, wake up. Please, Tyrell. Tyrell's been drained of synergy. Adepts need help. Adepts need help recovering from such trauma. There we go. But yeah, I'm gonna explain a bit about summons later because it's quite interesting. I was having such a nice dreams. What? You oaf. Is that the thanks we get? We're worried about you. Alright, yeah, I remember. I crushed the saw wing. Wing broke. It broke? More like you broke it. We were sick with worry, Tyrell. Aww. I hope it didn't upset you too much. But hey, I'm still alive, right? We're all glad to see you safe, Tyrell. We should be thankful you made it through all this without serious injury. Or it would have delayed the start of your trip. My trip? What trip? We have to get the saw wing in working order as soon as possible. You're going to help us fix it. As much as I would like to shelter you, Tyrell, you've just gone too far this time. My father put some very rare resources into building that saw wing for Isaac and Garrick. We can make most of the repairs ourselves, but we lack a major material to fix it fully. The rare material comes from the feather of a very unusual bird. We need the feather from a mountain rock, a mammoth bird that roots far across the continent. Way off the far side of the country of Morgul, in fact. The trip will be difficult, but first we need to get you rested up at the cabin, alright? Yes, so other JRPGs have, you know, the protagonist's village burned down, or attacked, or on a quest for revenge. Or a quest for a loved one they need saving. In this one, a friend fucked up and we need to find replacement material. And honestly, I kinda like that setup. Okay, secure the saw wing. Let's get back to the cabin. I don't know, there's something nice about it not being like a super cliche, like beginning of story kind of thing.